But before the team faces two of its North Division rivals this weekend, the Phantoms squared off against each other last night. A special free event for Phantoms fans last evening at PPL Center, the 2021 Battle on Hamilton. Roster divided in half for a 3-on-3 tournament. Team Melvin in orange against Team Gritty in black. 3 10-minute periods of wide open end-to-end action. Veteran Chris Mueller opens the scoring for Team Melvin. Beautiful setup from Max Willman. Team Gritty with a lightning-fast response. Linus Sandin off the ensuing faceoff goes right down the slot to tie it at 1. Team Melvin closes the period with 2 straight, though. First, it's Willman with an absolute snipe from the left hash mark. That before a 3-on-1 leads to a point-blank opportunity for Brennan Saulnier. 3-1 Team Orange after 1. Team Gritty, though, with a big-time response in the second. 3 straight goals for the Black Squad. After Connor Bunneman stashes one under the crossbar, Captain Cal O'Reilly gets an open look off the setup from Ryan Fitzgerald, and Captain makes no mistake. That before Team Gritty grabs its first lead of the night. Beautiful stick handling down low by Sandin as he nets his second goal of the game. Orange Squad levels things before intermission. 2-on-0 between Willman and David Kasha leads to a right-wing stash by Willman. 4-all heading into period number 3. Team Gritty able to seize control from there. Another 3-goal surge, the difference last night. First, it's Derek Pouliot off another nifty setup from Fitzgerald before Wade Allison snaps one home from the slot after the dish from Igor Zamula. Elliot Denoyer then with the eventual game winner. Great cross-ice connection from Pascal Laberge. Team Gritty edges Team Melvin 7-6. Fans were able to vote for the game MVPs on each side. Allison with a goal and an assist recognized on Team Gritty, while Brennan Saulnier earns the honors for Team Melvin. Now, last night's event also featured a couple of skills competitions in between periods. A 3-on-none challenge during the first break, in other words, a nightmare for goaltenders. That brought out some interesting exchanges, most notably this finish by the trio of Logan Day, Connor McLennan, and Mason Millman. Then a shootout relay during the second intermission. Some first-class moves on display here. Max Willman with the ridiculous finish before opting for a slightly less conventional approach. Linus Sandin, one of 2 skaters to convert on 2 of his 3 shootout attempts. After batting a puck out of midair, Sandin with the silky smooth one-handed finish. A whole lot of fun in Center City, Allentown last night, and a genuine thank you to a fan base that has supported this team all season long. Now, an abundance of skill on display last night, particularly on the offensive side of things, which doesn't come as a surprise at all considering the talent and depth this Phantoms team has featured all season long. Lehigh Valley enters the final weekend of the regular year, averaging better than 3 goals per game this season. And it's been the team's offensive prowess which has actually helped the club excel on the defensive side of things. The Phantoms are the 7th best defensive team in the AHL when it comes to goals against on a per-game basis, and it's largely because Lehigh Valley has dominated puck possession this year. It's a lot harder for the opposition to score if they don't have the puck. It's a marked improvement for a team that was in the middle of the pack in goals against a year ago, and head coach Scott Gordon believes the improvement largely stems from 2 big adjustments made before the season even started.
We gave ourselves more options with our breakouts. That was an area of target in the offseason that I looked at and tried to make some adjustments to. And with that, the cohesiveness of coming out of your zone together and not putting a focus on stretching guys out of the zone, having 5 guys in the picture, and even through the neutral zone, just having some movement and making more skill plays, more passing. Like there's no D-to-D fired up the wall like we were doing last year. And if you're watching, there's times where we'll actually pull the puck back and not try to just fire it for the sake of firing it. And we've got some time and space, so I think it's a frustrating thing to play against. I don't want to say it appears that you're slowing the game down, but you're trying to make skill plays going into the offensive zone. And to do that, you've got to reroute and get movement, and we've done a really good job with that. And then the other piece is just changing how we forecheck. And it's one thing to say, okay, you're going to do X, Y, and Z in your forecheck, but you all have to be together. And through what we're doing in the breakouts and then through the neutral zone, it's allowed us to come into the zone as a group of 5 instead of getting into situations where you've got 1, 2, 3 guys in the offensive zone and your D are nowhere to be found. And It's also helped our defensemen be a part of the attack more consistently.